Hello, Chris Brazier, and I want to talk to you about TBI victims and key terms that their families must know in order to effectively plan for the future. Now, a few years ago, there was a gentleman who came into my office and was involved in this, basically a war with other family members, and it went to court, and it was just a battle between the family on how best to treat and care for their loved one. Now, ultimately, we were successful, but the point I'm making is a lot of those issues that had to go to court could have been avoided if the family had learned about these key terms I'm going to talk to you about and done some planning to know what decisions needed to be made when those decisions needed to be made. Now, the first key term is called a power of attorney. And a power of attorney is basically when somebody gives another person the power to make decisions if that person is not able to make decisions. And really there's two types. The first type is a mental health treatment, physical health treatment power of attorney. And that's called a durable medical power of attorney. And what that specifically says is, if I become a patient of some doctor and I'm unable to make healthcare choices, then I pick this particular person to make those choices for me. And if this particular person doesn't want to make those decisions or isn't alive, let's say, to make those decisions, then this next person is what's called an alternate. And you can list the alternates, as many as you want, really. But that is for medical decisions, and that's called a medical power of attorney. There's also a durable power of attorney, and sometimes that's called a statutory durable power of attorney. And that deals with property of somebody who's not able to make decisions on their own. So while you can have a medical power of attorney for one person, you can also have another person handling the property through a durable power of attorney. So that's important to know, because if in the future your loved one becomes incapacitated and cannot make the decisions because of their TBI, then having this paperwork is very important to know how to handle the issues that come up and who is going to handle and make decisions for certain matters. Now, another important term is what's called an advance directive. And basically, it's a form that helps the person who has a TBI communicate the medical decisions really towards the end of their life, whether or not they want to be resuscitated or whether or not they want to be intubated. And these are all decisions that can be written down and as an advance directive that basically provides the healthcare, the doctors or other healthcare providers with your decision before, or the TBI victim's decision before it needs to be made, so that when the doctors say, well, what are we supposed to do? The TBI victim can't communicate, then you would have that advance directive to give to them, and it makes it a lot easier. Now, a lot of these forms actually in Texas you can get on the Texas Health and Human Services website. And I'll just tell you what that is. That's hhs.texas.gov. That's hhs.texas, texas.gov, G-O-V. And actually, there's a list of forms that you can print out and you can fill out, and you should at least be in a better position than you are now if you have nothing at all. And so I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, or you want to follow up, feel free to email me. If we can't provide some guidance, then we'll try to point you in the right direction. All right, thanks.